It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Mercedes.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. There to stop him, Jawad Bentley.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the delay, Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Stidham going to lead the Pats up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Stidham sets to throw on first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Rodgers now on first down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd and 4.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Copeland. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dietrich Wise, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. You don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now Stidham on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room here to run.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
The way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Packers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Now, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now White. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
after the field goal. Bailey will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr., his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Finding room at the 30. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Stidham to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So following the sack, Stidham and the Patriots now looking up at a 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Folk's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
First down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Green Bay.
On play action, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 13, Packers 7.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And a timeout taken.
A loss of 2.
Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They run again with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They run the counter. Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. And that is incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Patriots.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them